The attack him. Goodbye, kid, the brother said, but when the blast went away, instead of seeing the fire Natsu, he sees him literally devouring the fire. The brother screams in fear, no. Natsu grunted, oh yeah. Now I got some fire in my belly, Natsu said, bumping his fists together again, creating the magic circle. Let me show you something. Fire dragon wing attack, Natsu shouted, throwing his arms over himself along with a dense amount of fire and causing the mansion to blow up and was reduced to ashes. Natsu looked back, did I did it over again? Was I beaten by a fire wizard? The brother wondered in disbelief. That's teacher now then. I was better. Go find Lucy, Whisker. These machines, fairy wizards, are toast, Natsu said. We're the enemy of lecture. My massive collection of books and arts only proves I'm lecture great friends. Everlue shouted back. But the ugly maid continued and collections of beauty. Lucy shouted. Grims over the tight of grip of Everlue had in her. How dare you mock them? They are very defined of beauty, Everlue snapped, twisting Lucy's arm, furthermore causing her to scream in pain. What secret does it hold? Let me guess. He buried some fortune and there is a treasure map hidden inside. Everlue assumed, looking at the daybreak book. Lucy hid in her hand while Lucy grunted in pain. Tell me, or I'll snap your arm like a twig pick. Everlue warned, further tightening his grip. But Lucy snuck her tongue out on Everlue and gave him a great pissed. Oh, Everlue mumbled, twisting her arm even further, causing Lucy to fall down on her knees, her hands behind her back. Now, it's not the time to get sassy. Listen, I myself consume these books, very creation. Therefore, any secret it holds is my property, Everlue shouted, as Lucy continued to grunt in pain until she heard a noise. It sounded much like a punch. Shut it, their bag. A familiar voice shouted angrily, giving Everlue a very, very powerful punch to the face. Very similar blue cat, also kicking Everlue in the face, sending Everlue flying, making him release the tight grip against Lucy. Naruto-kun. Happy, Lucy called out in disbelief. Happy flew, giggling while Naruto rushed over to Lucy, extending a helping hand. Naruto-kun, Lucy said, talking to Naruto, handing and stood. Sorry if I'm late, but are you okay? I hope that bastard didn't hurt you too badly, Naruto said. Lucy blushed. Your timing couldn't be perfect, and thanks, I'm fine, Lucy said. Naruto sighed in relief and smiled at her. Good, I'm glad, Naruto said. That was so cool. What you and Happy did, Lucy said in awe. But Happy wings transform is up. His wings vanish as Happy fall into the sewer water. The two blondes deadpan at the blue cat. What is it? A flying cat and the whiskers? Everlue said in disbelief. My name is Happy, and only Natsu and I can call Naruto Whiskers. Happy proclaimed, blowing bubbles in the dirt sewer water. Naruto chuckled. I couldn't stay in there if I were you, Lucy suggested. Yeah, get out of there, Happy. The sewer water is dirty, Naruto said, sounded disgusted. But there was a feeling, Happy said, sliding in the water. There's sewer water, Happy. Lucy face palms. What's going on? I thought the vanishing brothers took care of you, Pinky, Everlue said. Too bad Luchan. Kick his fat ass, Naruto smiled. Lucy pulled out a golden crystal key and smiled back. You don't have to tell me twice. It looked like the table had turned, but if you let me keep this book, I'll think about going easy on you. Although I'm tempted to give you a good smack, Lucy threatened. Naruto chuckled while smirking. Go get him, Liu-chan. I'm pretty sure won't be needing my help, would you? Naruto asked playfully. Nah, just sit back and relax and enjoy the show, Lucy-chan confidently. Oh, so you're a celestial wizard, but for the reader, perhaps the table had turned in a pile that the weaker party relies to claim victory, but there is no way you two teens can beat me. And my drive magic, I don't care if Whiskers over there is a fairy tale ninja. Boy, oi, oi. Everlue shouted, oh, so he knew my reputation. It's cool to see my reputation has spread it so far in months. Ha, Lucy Naruto chuckled. So he does the usual magic. I had no idea Everlue was a wizard too, Happy said. Do you not smell yourself? Lucy asked. Naruto realized where Everlue went. I know he is underground. I guess my training with Kakashi really paid off, Naruto thought. Watch out, Luchan. Below you, Naruto shouted, grabbing Lucy and Happy and pushing them away from the ejecting Everlue. Naruto-kun, what? Lucy shouted as Naruto continued to evade Everlue, who was constantly ejecting from the ground. Naruto-kun, Lucy said, confusion. We should be safe now, Naruto assumed. Lucy stood up with Naruto and Happy standing beside her. Naruto had his hand tucked in his pockets, observing Lucy and Everlue. Looking, I know the whole story now. It's horrible adventure novel about a trashy creator named Duke Everlue. Lucy shouted, still holding a book in her hand. Naruto's eyes widened seriously. Naruto and Happy said, I don't know if I call trashy, but yes, Everlue said, drilling into the ground once more. Naruto rushed over to Lucy aside, preparing to help her evade Everlue again, but Lucy stopped him, holding out an arm. It's fine, Naruto-kun. I can't do this, Lucy said, looking at him. Naruto nodded and Lucy turned back to the around to watch a whole created by Everlue. The story itself is crap, and to think it was written by the great Zoro. Everlue shouted in disbelief, ejecting from the ground below Lucy while she evaded Everlue, who attempted to grab Lucy. Lu-chan, Naruto shouted, I'm fine, Naruto, Lucy assured. Naruto narrowed his eyes. Happy, I've had enough of this stupid bullcrap. If he doesn't shut up soon, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to step in, 'cause he's bullcrap is of the crap. Naruto said in annoyance. I, Happy replied. I can't believe you forced him to write it all, Lucy said. Naruto's eyes were shadowed by his bags. Luchan, can I bet the living heck out of him? He asked venomously. Lucy was just about to answer, but Everlue continued with his speech. To tell my story in honor, Everlue claimed. So then why will you blackmail him into it? Lucy shouted. Blackmail? Naruto and Happy gasped. What the big idea? He just needed some extra encouragement to take the job, Everlue said, popping out of the hole. Oh, really? Lucy said, skeptical. Naruto grunted in frustration. Calm down, Whiskers, Happy said, punching Naruto to calm down. Any fool would have had jumped at the chance to have me as their Zulon. Had the audacity to right to expose me, Everlue said, literally swimming through the ground. So I gave him a form of inspiration. Write a novel or their family will be stripped of their citizenship, Everlue said. The three gasped, but then none of them will be able to join the guild and make a living. Do you really have the power to do that? Happy asked in shock. The ground began to crack again. I have the power to do anything, Everlook claimed as he shot out of the ground again, sending the teens and the cat away. I got him to write, didn't I? Everlue said. Naruto and Lucy glared at the man, but I didn't like his attitude, so I decided best that he do best from writing in the prison cell. Everlue said, why, yo? He went about being a brilliant novelist and never gave in his threats, but in the end, I got what I wanted, Everlue remumbled on as he continued ejecting and going into the ground while the three ran. Why, you sick bastard, Naruto shouted angrily. I can't believe you would go that far just to boost your stupidity ego. He just in solidarity confidence for 3 years. Don't you know how hard that must have been? Lucy shouted. 3 whole years, Happy shouted as he flew through the air. But again, stop running because Everlue shouted up from the ground again and landed right in front of them because it took him that long to appreciate me. Ho yo. Everlue blew Naruto a glare hard at Everlue, wanting to bounce him so hard into the next week. Ugh, it's only because of Liu Chan that I haven't nearly killed this guy, but I want him to kill him badly. Naruto thought in his frustration. You're wrong. More like he couldn't stand to separate your lies, but he had to satisfy your vendetta. He knew that if he didn't rate you as a heroic champion of justice, then his family would have suffered, Lucy said. Naruto was fuming right now. The more they went on, the more anger and disgusted he got, especially with Everlue. Happy noticed Naruto slowly raising anger and tried to calm Naruto down by rubbing his back. Happy had seen a mad Naruto and knew that a mad Naruto is never a good thing. When Naruto got mad, one time he went berserk and almost destroyed the guild hall. Happy and the others, even Makarov, didn't want ever seen Naruto angry again. After that, so Happy tried to smooth Naruto, which seems to be working. Calm down, Whiskers. We don't want that accident to happen again, Happy said calmly. Naruto looked back at the blue cat again, preaching on his scroll, and smiled. Thanks, Happy. It's just that the more I listen, the more I get mad. Naruto smiled shapelessly. Trust me, I feel the same way as you do, Happy said and giggled. Naruto chuckled. Luckily, Lucy didn't notice a thing much of Naruto and Happy relief. So tell me, how exactly do you know all of this? Everlue asked. It's all right here in the black and blue, Lucy said, holding the book. What? Is all in there? In that book cover? Zolon isn't. Everlue said coldly. Well, yeah, normally there is no mention of him, but I know something you don't know. Long before he was an Arthur, he was a wizard, Lucy said. He was happy and not.